Hello everybody, this video is an introduction on how to submit a SPERF online on the CS/CDA portal. SPERFs stand for Service Project Emergency Request Form, and it is the form that allows you to activate the Rapid Emergency Activation for Copernicus Tasking Team. Once you're logged into your Copernicus user's personal area, you will have the option Create in the Request drop-down menu. In the following web page, you have to choose the order type between Standard and Rush. Select Rush Request. The Rush Request form is structured in 5 main sections. The first one is about the requester. In this section, you have to insert information about the originator of the request. If you belong to more than one project, select from this drop-down menu the one you are activating the React service for. Insert the username, phone, mobile phone, the focal point email, and any email you want to see included in the distribution list notified of the product availability. The second section is about Rush details. In this section, you have to insert the call ID. The first part of the call ID is formed by a 4-letters code assigned to your project and is automatically filled. The second part of the call ID is a 4-digit counter that can be edited. In the event title field, you have to insert a meaningful title for the activation. Then you have the event date time, and you can enter it by using the calendar widget. The last mandatory detail is the disaster type. Please select it from the drop-down menu. The next and third section is about the area of interest. In this section, you can define the area of interest for your request by uploading a shapefile with this button over here. You can freely draw on the map or insert a bounding box. You can also manually insert the coordinates for your AOI. You can then rename your area of interest to better represent the emergency request and delete it with the little trash can button over here. Remember that if you insert more than one AOI, the system will automatically split your request into the corresponding number of separate sub-activations. The fourth section is about the acquisition strategy. Here you can select New or Archive Data, and a drop-down menu will appear accordingly. We're going to select New Data and One-Off, which is the nominal scenario, triggering the 3 attempts for optical data request and 1 acquisition for radar data request. In the fifth section, you can choose the data parameters. In this section, you should select the resolution type. The dataset ID for the activation will automatically appear according to all the details previously entered. You can then select the processing level and the additional details for the acquisition, such as the constraint for the viewing angle and a specific resolution. The activation confidentiality is inherited from the selected dataset. For instance, if your dataset is not restricted, the confidentiality of your Rush data request is defined by default as not reserved, which means that the delivered product will be visible and available to the other eligible Copernicus users. There is also a comment field in which it's possible to enter comments and special instructions applicable to the activation. Finally, in the summary view section, you can check all the information previously entered in the Rush request. You can now save the order to submit it or edit it later, or press Order and directly submit the order to the React team. Please note that once a request is submitted, it's no longer possible to edit it. I hope you found this video useful, and thank you for watching.